Hi, welcome to Goblintowne TV, the only television network for goblins, by goblins.
So if you're not a goblin, get out of here.
We're your hosts. I'm Clover.
And I'm Lettuce.
And today, we're painting pumpkins.
That we are.
Fake plastic pumpkins, not real pumpkins.
No, they're not squishies either.
No, not squishies. I don't do squishies. That's for
They're styrofoam, actually.
styrofoam, yeah. The styrofoam.
Alright, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Let's go ahead and we'll watch it.
Let's do this.
Let's do this thing.
Let's paint some pumpkins. Let's eat some pumpkin pie.
Okay.
Do you like pumpkin pie?
No.
No.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, so we are painting on pumpkins. I'm painting on a pumpkin right now. Not right now. I'm filming a voiceover right now.
You're doing so good at it too.
Thanks. I really hope you can hear me. We're having some audio issues because we don't have a real microphone. We just have a headset with a microphone.
That we have to share.
It's very awkward.
It's very fun. It's very cool, funky, fresh.
Yeah. How's everyone's October going? We're doing great.
We're doing fantastic. We just recently found out that a stray cat that lives near our apartments that we thought had been hit by cars had not, as a matter of fact. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's a Halloween miracle.
And even more so, we recently got 2 new pets. Both are gigantic spiders living in our window.
Literally massive.
Like,
The size of my 5 fingers.
no, not that big, but very, very big and very, very cool, very, very handsome.
And scary.
Both very charming little fellows.
Horrifying.
I think they'll get along great with our other 3 pets.
I don't think the cats have noticed them at all, honestly.
Well, I mean, it's probably for the best. They probably wouldn't shut up once they do.
That's true, especially Gwenny.
No, yeah, she'll lose her mind. But anyways, with this new season, with us working on these new projects, these seasonal projects, it's definitely getting me into the Halloween mood. Not even just the Halloween mood, just the autumn mood. It's definitely my favorite season, favorite holiday as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not your favorite holiday, is it?
Halloween?
Halloween.
It's difficult.
It's difficult.
I like buying presents for people a lot, so that would make one think that Christmas is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But Halloween is fun because of like the mood and everything. Like I don't feel like a Christmassy mood too often.
Right. So there's a problem with the Christmas mood. There's only one Christmas mood that really like actually speaks to me, and that would be the Thomas Kincaid painting
yes.
Christmas mood. And like that, obviously, like, yeah, exactly. It gets me into such a like cozy feel,
Yeah.
which Halloween, I don't think I really need. You know, someone like Thomas Kincaid's art to really get me into that mood. It helps
Yeah.
whenever watching things like
Over the Garden Wall.
Over the Garden Wall to get into that mood, but I can still get into the mood nonetheless.
Yeah. Where we are right now, there's not very well. There are a lot of trees actually. I guess it's just not like technically fall, autumn yet.
Well, that's the problem with the American South. That even whenever it does reach autumn, we have a lot of pine trees, and pine trees just don't get into that autumn feel.
Yeah, there's not like leaves all over the ground right now or anything. It feels hot.
Yeah, it's starting to cool off though. It's getting a little better, but it's still
chilly at night.
Yeah. Oh man, I would love some chili right now.
Or chicken and dumplings.
Chicken and dumplings, chili,
What else is there? Chicken noodle soup.
chicken noodle soup. My dad sometimes makes some pretty good chicken noodle soup, but usually whenever I think of chicken noodle soup, I just think of the stuff in the can, and that doesn't do anything for me.
I like it when it has like the twisty noodles, the rotini.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's nice.
Red beans and rice is pretty good. Oh, you
Well,
don't
I
like beans?
Red beans and rice, but I don't like beans. So I like the flavoring.
What a disgusting little fiend you are.
Disgusting little bean.
Disgusting little bean you are. Yeah, we're on to my pumpkin right now. I feel the need to point out. I did not have the desire to go with any of the classic jack-o'-lantern designs, and a part of me regrets that, but I have so much joy in just making silly faces that I feel limited by jack-o'-lantern faces, so I usually don't go with them.
I mean, that's fair. I think I did 2, so it helped balance it in a way. I'm not good at them though. I just kept messing up. Oh, I guess I should say for this one, I was trying to make a macaron. I'm pretty sure it's macaron. I was trying to make a macaron pumpkin, but it did not come out right. Like, this is supposed to be the cream filling, but since it's a pumpkin and not really able to like make the little feet, I think it's called, on the edges of it, it just looked like weird. I tried to add sprinkles to it later, you'll see, spoiler alert, sorry, to make it look more like a dessert item, but that didn't work either, so I gave up and put a face on it, because I was originally just not going to put a face on this one.
I mean, I definitely think they helped, but they didn't do enough to completely bring it together.
Yeah. So we got the idea to paint on pumpkins just from, like, seeing them at Walmart, and we were like, we could do better than that. I did see afterwards, after we started filming, that apparently last year Mariah Elizabeth had painted on pumpkins, and also So Craftastic did a glow-in-the-dark pumpkins video. So I just want to point out, like, they've done it before us. I'm sure a million other people have, but as far as like being in the circle of things that I'm interested in doing, they are related as well.
Yeah, that means nothing to me. I watch neither of them, so...
Yeah, Clover has no clue what's going on in the genre of YouTube that I'm trying to fit us into.
No, I don't use a lot of YouTube, to be completely honest. I'm nothing against other creative YouTubers. I just kind of get caught up in doing my own thing and find stuff like that a bit more distracting. More than inspiring, I suppose.
Yeah, it is definitely like way more inspiring to me personally. Although I do like watching gamer YouTubers as well.
That's usually what I wind up watching, just because it's something that I can just listen to and not really pay attention. I mean, to be fair, even that I don't usually do. I kind of spiked there for a second. That's not something I usually do. I usually just listen to audiobooks or music.
Recently, I've been trying to come up with different designs for stickers because I just love stickers. I just think they're neat. I'm a sticker hoarder. But Clover said that stickers often have like phrases on them, and I'm not very good with adding the phrases to it. I'll just draw a little picture of a cat.
I wouldn't say that they necessarily usually do, because I mean, looking at the 3 stickers you have on your laptop here, only one of them has any type of text, and it is in Japanese?
It's Chinese.
Chinese. So it's just, I think, a personal thing for me that I think having like a little catchphrase or a little slogan on a sticker just stands out a bit more. It just looks better, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I get like people can relate to it more. Like if you have a sticker of a cat who looks sad and he's like, Mondays. You know, everyone can feel that works in a corporate job, you know?
Right. It also, I think, goes to a personal thing for me. Like, my goal, interestingly enough, is not as much to be an artist. I love being an artist, I love making art, but I decided to make art because I figured art would be the easiest way to help tell my stories. So with that comes like, I like the idea of adding story to even the smallest, like most minute
World.
well, like piece of art. Like even if it's just something as small as a sticker, you can add like a bit of curiosity to it by adding some phrase that builds upon this character or this world that you're introducing.
That's fair.
And I mean that's my entire interest in making art, is just creating more worlds, more stories, because that's what I just find so cool and so fun.
Yeah. You'll like do a little drawing of a frog and then be like, this guy's name is Richard, he lives on the 17th planet next to the sun, and he has a brother named Ricardo.
I would never.
I know, they're too basic of names, but I'm trying to think quickly, which is not one of my strong suits. It's like a picture of a frog, you're like, cute frog, and then Clover's like, here's his whole life story.
It's just like, it's so interesting, the idea of like there being stories in basically everything.
Yeah, I mean, I admire it. I'm not nearly as creative. I don't want that to have like come off as me being like,
No.
you're dumb.
No, it didn't come off that way at all. It's just the difference in our two mindsets as artists.
Our two brains.
I just, I like creating characters that exist in a world that has a purpose in some way.
So what is this pumpkin's story?
I don't really know. This is kind of contradictory to everything that I was just saying. Yeah, maybe it's because I'm working outside of my normal medium, so I kind of got lost in working on the art itself to think about the story that it belongs to. I don't know, it is much harder, I think, to think about like some complex story when I'm also being limited by the art I'm making.
That's fair.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not much of a painter. Never really liked painting. Always preferred sketching or digital art, because it just feels much easier to get the definition that I'm looking for in the characters I make.
Yeah, I've never tried oil, so maybe I'd feel differently, but specifically with acrylic paint, it's just so infuriating that it like dries so quickly. I don't feel like you can get a lot of detail in. Like, that's why whenever I had to work in acrylic at art school, yeah, I went to art school. When I had to work in acrylic at art school, I would do like cell shading, is that what it's called? Where you don't like blend in the shading at all. It's just like the harsh outlines, because I hated trying to blend with acrylic paint.
Yeah, I've kind of just tried to avoid painting most of my life. I've been much more of a sketcher than a painter, because painting is just a pain, man.
That's why it's called painting.
It's painting.
Speaking of something painful.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
I don't know why I had so much difficulty trying to draw these faces on. Actually, I do. The camera setup we have right now is not incredibly ideal. Like, my arms are around the tripod, and I cannot see from the correct side because it has to face forward to the camera, and I'm on like the other side of the pumpkin. I'm doing like images with my hands right now, but you cannot see them at all.
Yeah, no, this setup is much less than ideal. I'm not used to drawing while something is in my way, and even more so, I'm not used to painting.
In general.
So this was quite the challenge for me.
Yeah, there are many times where your hands get in the way.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for that, but live and learn, man. Live and learn.
Truly.
This is the last pumpkin?
I think so.
Cool. Thank God this is almost over.
Stop. It is very difficult trying to think of enough things to say during a voiceover, though.
Yeah. I don't want to be boring. That looks like orange
No, it doesn't.
on the screen.
It does not.
It looks like orange. It's supposed to be red, like blood, but it doesn't come off like that.
It looks so much like red.
But no, it's very difficult because we don't want to be boring, but we also are boring people.
It's hard to... Oh, yeah. In this moment, we walked out of the room, and I wanted to see if the cats were going to jump on the table, and they did, because they're evil and bad and stinky.
Yep.
So here's Sushi, not minding his own business, getting all up in the way, and then also... Gwynny jumps up there,
No,
and she sticks her paw in it, basically. I mean, I don't think she actually touches it, but look at how close her little paw is to it.
she's an absolute fiend.
She's seriously a menace.
Gwyneth the Menace.
Yeah, we call her a million different names. Her name is Guinevere, but we call her Gwynny and Gwyneth. And what's the new one I've been calling her? Gwynnesses or something like that?
I don't know that one.
She has a million names.
Gwyneth the Menace.
Gwyneth Winnis, the Menace Beginness.
Gwyneth Winnis the Menace Beginness, yes.
Yeah, and then Gravy is Gravy Wavy.
Oh, and also Gwyneth Big Chinnis.
Oh, yes. Gravy Wavy, Gravesies Wavesies, of course, classic.
The Gravemeister.
Gravemeister. But Sushi he's like got the baby names, like he's called like Tutti.
Sushi Bushi.
Yeah, it's a little cringy, obviously, but I can't help it. He's
And
just
also
so cute.
Gumball.
Yeah, we decided we needed cats with all G names, so Gwynny, Gravy, and Gumball.
Yeah.
So sometimes we'll call Sushi Gumball.
Occasionally.
Not too often, though.
Also, you can learn very well by the 3 pieces I've done in this video. I love drawing teeth. I just enjoy teeth so much.
Yeah.
Teeth are my second favorite thing to draw, involving the human face.
Your favorite is noses.
I love
Which
noses.
is on none of these?
Well, that's because you can't get the definition that you need of a nose.
This means we're done. Yay. Here they are, all just in a little line.
This is the lineup.
Yep, it's the lineup.
Choose your favorite. Who wins the beauty contest?
Yeah. I tried to show off it glowing in the dark, but it didn't really work, so I'll just add some photos instead.
Alright, well, we painted some pumpkins. They were painted, and here they are.
And here they were painted.
Yeah.
So, do you guys like painting? Do you guys like pumpkins?
Do you like painting pumpkins?
Do you like smashing pumpkins?
Now we're gonna try to juggle them.
Which one is your favorite?
As if nothing just happened.
This dude?
Oh, you're talking to me?
No, I'm asking
okay.
you. I mean, yeah, which one's your favorite?
My favorite one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably this one.
No.
This one. I like the face on this one, but the concept got a little lost. So now he just has a beard. What's your favorite?
I'd probably have to go with the zombie Frankenstein one, the green one.
Yeah.
I don't know, he felt the most creative. This one was pretty interesting. But this one had an interesting idea, but I don't know, it's just not very exciting, and this one's pretty boring.
I like that one's teeth. It's kind of like a horse. This one's just like your standard pumpkin.
Yeah, I
just
mean-
had to do it.
You love a classic jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Dracula
Jack-o'-lantern.
lantern. Jack-o'-lantern.
This one is the most creative in my opinion. That actually kind of worked well. I'm not the greatest fan of the eyeballs, but they were a choice
That you made.
that I made that is now permanent.
Yeah.
This is the second video in our month-long uploads of Halloween, spooky, whatever themed videos. So check back each Thursday if you'd like to, and we'll be posting another one. Thank you so much for watching. subscribe if you'd like to, and have a great day. Let's do our best quiet horror movie scream. I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's just what zombies say whenever they don't remember their line. Brains!
Pretty easy line to remember. I don't know how they could forget it.
Some people just aren't made for showbiz.